And welcome back to America Right Now. It is time for our Patriot of the Week. Each Saturday, we honor a person or a group who is giving back and making America proud. This week, we salute Ken Falk. He is the founder and chairman of the Boulder Crest Foundation and a retired Master Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy. His organization has a unique approach to helping our military and first responders deal with post-traumatic stress. Let's welcome Ken to America Right Now. Ken, great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me on today. Thank you for the honor.
You started this organization 11 years ago, and folks out there, wait for this. He's reached more than 1 million people with the program. You've touched so many folks. Tell us how this all started.
Well, you mentioned I was a retired Master Chief. I actually spent 21 years in the Navy. I was a bomb disposal specialist. And early in the war, my wife and I started a small charity that today is known as the EOD Warrior Foundation, taking care of primarily physically wounded bomb disposal personnel. And it was through that work that we ended up bringing families from Walter Reed and Bethesda hospitals out to our house. We live about an hour west of D.C. One thing led to another. We had a 200-acre estate. We donated 37 acres of the property, and we built the nation's first privately funded wellness center for combat veterans and their families.
That's absolutely amazing. Now there are a number of organizations out there that help our heroes deal with PTS, and they employ a variety of different approaches. Tell us about your program, though.
Well, I travel all over the country, and today, now I've gone all over the world, Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom, talking to some of the top psychologists and psychiatrists in the world. To find out that normally what happens in traditional mental health care doesn't work well. It doesn't last. It doesn't provide high quality of life. It really is all about diminishing symptoms. So I met this doctor by the name of Rich Tedeschi at the University of North Carolina, who had coined a term in 1995 called post-traumatic growth. The concept of post-traumatic growth has been around for thousands of years. It's the basis of every religion in the world. Suffering can produce, a different version of yourself, a better version of yourself. Yeah. And that's what post-traumatic growth is about. And, Tedeschi had studied the outcomes of it. And I said to him, do you think we could train people how to achieve post-traumatic growth in their lives earlier than just waiting for those natural kind of outcomes? And he was just all in. He said, I'll do whatever I can to help. And that's what we've done, is really try to focus on that. Because our belief, as you know, Tom, the suicide epidemic in this country is, out of control. And our belief that the true opposite of suicide is living a great life, and that's what post-traumatic growth suggests.
You've really turned it all on its head, which is so fascinating because, we've stopped using the word disorder when we talk about PTS, but we still kind of focus on the stress, right? And what you've done is said, hey, this is how to actually grow from your experience, even though it was traumatic. What did you learn about yourself? How can you be a stronger person, live a more fulfilling life because you went through that experience? It's absolutely amazing. Now, there are studies show that the first responders, which you also deal with, they're more likely to die by suicide in the line of duty. We were talking about the epidemic of suicides. Do you feel like, as a nation, because of your efforts and the efforts of others over the last, let's say, 10 or 15 years, that we're starting to make some progress in reducing that terrible toll?
I'd like to think so. When you look, it just depends on the numbers you look at. When you look at numbers from the VA specifically, they seem to be coming down a little bit, but I'm not sure we're counting everything. During COVID, we were averaging about 125 Americans a day taking their own lives. During COVID, that number's gone up to 131. So I'm not sure we are, Tom. And I think, one of the big challenges is there's just so much negativity, whether it's on TV
Sure.
or on social media. They say that 80% of humans' thoughts are negative. And what we're trying to do is just change that so people can think more positively and not be so negative about life.
Yeah, I mean, smartphones and social media and everything. It's even for somebody who is relatively well mentally, it's a lot to handle for somebody who's not burdened by those past experiences. Now, your group just began its newest drive. It's called Operation Struggle Well, again for veterans and first responders. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, what happened? I was actually in a board meeting for Boulder Crest the day day after the Vegas shootings occurred. And one of my board members said, what are we doing for first responders? And we had seen a lot of first responders in our program, mostly cops, because a lot of military men and women get out and become police officers. But we weren't doing anything specific for police, and that's what we changed. And last year, thanks to AT&T, we've kicked off an 8-statewide program that we call Struggle Well. We actually wrote a book about what we do at Boulder Crest called Struggle Well, Thriving in the Aftermath of Trauma. And we've taken that book and created these trainings primarily for law enforcement. So what we're trying to do now is raise $1 million to train 1,500 law enforcement officers and firefighters, EMTs, 911 operators, the kind of the first responder world next year in 2023. So we've launched this program called Operation Struggle Well in hopes that we can raise that money.
Terrific. Look, you're a 21-year Navy vet. Did you ever think that you'd be giving back in this way, touching this number of people?
No. I mean, I think that's the short answer. I mean, life takes you on some crazy paths, and you know, I was lucky. I was a successful entrepreneur. Financially, we've been able to do what we can do, and you know, I can work hard every day, you know, trying to raise the money that's needed to keep this program going.
All right, well, Ken, let's talk about that. How can people help you out?
Well, you know, I always tell people there's 3 ways to be a philanthropist. The first and foremost is just to share this information. It doesn't cost you anything. Share it, even if you don't have any resources that you can personally help with. Share the information somebody in your network might. Secondly is to volunteer, not only at Boulder Crest, but any nonprofit. Do something for somebody else. If nothing else, it helps increase your empathy and you understand that people need your help. And thirdly is to donate that hard-earned money. And it's hard, and it's super hard sometimes to open the wallet and do that. But every nonprofit in this country needs help, and you know, making a donation, you know, at least at this time of year, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's a great time of year to be grateful and to share with others.
And Ken, what's the website that people can go to learn
For
more?
Boulder Crest, it's simply bouldercrest.org. B-O-U-L, like a rock, bouldercrest.org.
Bouldercrest.org. Ken Falk, you and your whole team at the Boulder Crest Foundation, you are our Patriots of the Week. Thank you so much for helping all of those who have given so much for all of us. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Tom.